Ladies and gentlemen, we are here, episode 103, and of course I am here with the man himself, my brother from another mother, the man Joey Allen.
Yo, what's up, man?
How you feeling, brother?
I'm feeling good. We had a great episode. Getting this intro done.
Yeah, so we're recording the intro after we recorded the episode. Sometimes it just depends on like where we have time. Really.
How it lines up.
Yeah, sometimes if the guest gets here early, we'll just do the intro afterwards. And for this week's episode, that was the case. And all I have to say was this was an incredible episode,
Let me tell you.
We've been actually trying to get this guy on the podcast. I messaged him during season 2, but I think during that time, because we obviously took a month off after season 2, he was like middle of the Jag season. He does so much stuff with the Jags, or like end of the Jag season, which is even more hectic for him. But no, super excited for this episode. If you guys have seen the title, obviously just a dog in this community, man. Yeah. If you're watching this episode from, anywhere other than Jacksonville, Florida, just know that this guy is, one of the heavy hitters when it comes to photography in Jacksonville. So shout out to him for coming on the show.
And if you're just watching this episode from me and Nick, there's some big things revealed at the end. I ain't going to say too much, but there's definitely some things that we have both never talked about on this podcast that got brought up. So
yeah, so me and Joey did get a little personal at the end with just kind of saying some of the things that we've been kind of like some of the
changes in our lives,
and things that we've been experiencing, just over the past couple months. So stick around for the end to check those out.
Yes, sir.
But no, dude, great episode. Seriously, you crushed it in this one. I like some of the questions you had like midway through.
Appreciate you.
Really dove deep.
It was just a good episode, a good conversation. He was really easy to talk to.
We've had photographers on the show before. Typically it's like photography is kind of their side hustle, and they're more famous for like something else, or they're a musician or whatever it is. But with today's guest, he is just a heavy hitter photographer, bro.
That's what he does.
That is what he does. And for the NFL as well. So it was really cool to kind of dive deep and like hear about how these guys get paid and how they get content like to the NFL so quickly and things like that. So, no, shout out to him for coming on here and opening up and just, really giving us a bunch of free game about photography. Yeah. So, I don't want to spend a lot of time on this intro. It's such a great episode and I want to jump right into it. But of course, we got to knock out Win of the Week.
Got to do it.
So, ladies and gentlemen, episode 103, Win of the Week going down right now.
You first this time?
I can kick us off.
Yeah.
Okay, so my win of the week is the Summer Olympics.
Ooh, okay.
So now by the time this episode comes out, we might be kind of wrapping up a lot of the Summer Olympics. But dude, just this time of like, obviously it's not this time of the year because it only happens every 4 years. But like the Summer Olympics, bro, are just incredible for me, man.
Yeah.
I love watching it. Like some of these athletes are just so mind blowing. Favorite sports from it, like obviously I like the swimming. I think the swimming is always really a huge
cool
one, and
gymnastics,
even the basketball. But it's cool how this year for the Summer Olympics, there's new sports that were added. Skateboarding, I think, has been in it before, but this is like a huge time for skateboarding being in the Olympics. Like America's got so many dogs that are in those events for representing our country. But then some of the other countries too, bro. Like I know Brazil's always got a ton of big skateboarders. Also surfing,
yes,
surfing is in the
one.
Olympics.
Cool.
I do think it's kind of odd how they don't do it like in France or near France, like it's in Tahiti.
Yeah, but I mean it's surfing.
Such a great break, bro. I mean, how do you not do it at Chopu every year?
Come on.
That has got to be like the best break, man. So,
do you follow any of the politics on the Olympics? Because I see a lot of people like kind of dog in the Olympics just because of like the opening ceremony and like all shit like that.
I do see a lot of that stuff, man. Like, I'm not a huge, like we don't talk a lot of politics on the pod, but I do definitely, I do think some of these guys on here are just like doing too much. If that makes sense.
Like reaching.
Yeah, and I'm like, I watch the Summer Olympics for the like athleticism and like giving my flowers to just a lot of these guys that are like, bro, I cannot. With some of the track and field events, I'm like, how?
That shit's crazy. Simone Biles, how tall is she? She's like 4'8", and you see the gap between her and the floor. It's like
it's
12
insane.
feet. That shit's insane.
And just like how some of these people, man. It's mind blowing to see them. Like they're absolute specimens out there, bro. Especially with the swimming one is crazy because you see some of these guys where it's like the gap between them and the person in second place. It's like how is this happening,
Ledecky,
bro?
what's it? Caitlin Ledecky,
insane.
Her swimming is like she has a whole lap,
a whole pool.
That shit isn't like what?
No, it's impressive, bro. So I definitely am a huge Summer Olympics guy. Like I love watching the Summer Olympics. This year, actually, I haven't been like as able to watch all of the events like I typically do. But dude, I'll even get into like some of the archery and stuff sometimes, man. So shout out to the Summer Olympics.
You see the one dude who, this is so funny. I'm sure you guys have seen him. He's standing there, hand in his pocket. He's got like it's like the shooting, the little pistol accurate, whatever. He has no eye protection. He has regular glasses, no ear protection, and a lot of them they wear like an eye patch so they can aim better.
Yeah.
He's just a regular dude. He told his wife, he was like, I can shoot in the Olympics. It's his ex-wife. So he did it kind of like out of like get at her.
Yeah.
And this dude he won a silver medal. And then he had like a post-game interview, whatever. And he told his ex-wife, I want my dog back.
Oh,
that's his
God.
Olympic story. Is like
that's
how
funny.
That's why he's in the Olympics. That's how he got his silver medal. Now he just wants his dog back from his ex-wife, and he has a silver medal in the Olympics.
Bro, some people just try to prove a point.
It's crazy.
I love it, dude. That's funny. I actually didn't even hear about that.
You haven't seen that? You'll see it. It's this dude. He's got a white shirt on, hand in his pocket, just dialed. He's just like dialed in there at the Olympics. I love it. It's great.
Imagine robbing that guy's house. You're done. There's no chance. No, that's funny, man. What's your win of the week?
My win of the week is kind of similar to yours. It's the NFL season being around the corner, and which also means OG fantasy football, which I am so excited for. We got a great group of guys this year, as we did last year. But it's just the whole experience. As you know, last year was my first year, and I absolutely loved it, and I cannot wait to do it again.
Man, I've always been a big fantasy football guy. I'm glad you brought this up because So when we had the idea to create the OG Sessions Fantasy Football League, we're like, how are we going to make this different? How are we going to make it stand out? And also, we usually film like the ceremony, the draft day. It's all over social media. We kind of hand select guys to be in the league that we feel like are honestly people that the fans like on this podcast as well. So it's also something that we do for the audience. And I'm so excited for this season, bro. We're doing some changes. We upped the buy-in money to $100. I think every year we're going to probably up it $50 until we get to like an amount that we feel like is I mean, eventually you can't go keep
We
going.
should get somebody to sponsor our fantasy football league.
Ooh, I like that. If you're a company out there and you're looking to be a part of something great, OG Sessions Fantasy Football League.
Good content.
Send us an email, ogsessionspod at gmail.com. We'll get you locked in. That's a great idea, brother. Hey,
that would be sweet.
I like that. Yes, my boy brainstorming. No, so this is going to be a huge season for the league, man. We actually added a new member because for the people that have listened to this podcast, we had a guy last year. I ain't going to say it, but
Kyle.
He failed to complete his loser punishment. So I guess shout out to him because he opened up a spot for this other guy that's going to be incredible addition for the league, man. And 10-man
never
league,
allowed on this league again.
No, oh yeah, that's how it works. If you cannot complete your loser punishment, if you cannot, if you're a sore loser, I guess essentially in the end of the day,
that's what it is.
Then you are forever banished from the league because we just look, man. This league is full of dogs. If you're not a dog, you just don't fit in.
And I worked so hard not to be last, and for the guy to get last and not do the punishment, I worked so hard not to do it. So
and I will say this: the punishment wasn't anything super crazy. I'm not gonna say really like what it was, but it was nothing like. It was nothing that was going to...
Little public embarrassment.
Embarrassment, bro. But that's fantasy football. Yeah. Congratulations. And I don't know about if anyone was paying attention, but Joey was pretty much getting public embarrassed every week when we talk about your record.
Boy, so it was bad. I went on a 9-game losing streak. It was so bad. I can't believe I didn't lose that league.
And I know for sure if you would have lost that league, you would have completed that loser punishment.
I would have done it. But we'll never know because I'll never lose.
Great win of the week, brother. That is a really good one, man. Because I think that this league or this year, specifically for this league, is going to be just a game changer, man. I'm really excited. But like I said, we're not going to take a lot of time on this intro. I'm really excited for you guys to hear this episode. It's an absolute banger. Always great having a guest on this podcast where they can elaborate and talk and just kind of explain themselves well. You know what I mean? We all kind of have like the issue of like we'll go down the rabbit hole. You know what I mean? Like you say something and then it kind of just like branches off into all these different topics.
Yeah.
But I kind of love having guests like that on this show, man, because they really do kind of...
It's a lot of information.
A lot of information, man. And if you're listening to this podcast to learn something, to have a quick laugh, to, just enjoy some like time with the boys, man, this is really going to be the episode for you, man.
Yes,
so
sir.
Once again, shout out to that guest for coming on this show. Let's jump right into it.
Let's go.
What up, OGs? We are here, episode 103 going down right now. I'm here with my brother Joey Allen, of course.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's up?
Man, I'm excited for this episode, bro.
Me too. It's a big one. Been waiting on this one.
Yeah, this dude's been working with a lot of our favorite people in this world, bro, so I'm excited for it. Also, a man of many facets, too. I know people that listen to this podcast love when we have guests on here that do a bunch of tons of different things. Yeah. So this is going to be a great episode. Ladies and gentlemen, most of you guys know him as AB. He is your favorite photographer, the man himself, Aaron Berkshire. Brother, how you doing?
That was so good.
That was a good intro.
Appreciate that, bro.
That was amazing.
Man, glad to have you on the show, bro.
10 out of 10.
Thank you, dude.
10 out of 10.
So you're fresh out of Jags practice right now.
I actually had to spray some stuff on me, and I put the AC blasting at full blast to cool me down.
It's hot out there.
I was soaking wet.
Yeah,
I was soaking, but I'm better now. I didn't, so
Hell yeah,
I'm
bro.
good now.
No, did you get some good pictures?
Always.
Hell yeah.
Always.
Dude, glad to have you on the show, man. And I appreciate you coming in right after you got off work too.
I'm super stoked to do it. I haven't done a podcast in a while. And you guys asked me, and I was like, these guys are legit.
I appreciate that, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, no, we're big fans of your work, man, and everything
Thank
that you're
you.
doing. Obviously, with the Jaguar stuff, me and Joey being huge Jaguar fans.
Amen.
I know a lot of our
Amen.
listeners out there, some of them are in different states, different countries, things like that. Maybe not Jaguar fans, but that's great because you do so many other things as well.
So many things.
And if you just go through your profile, it's like the people that you've photographed, it's like you've got Patrick Mahomes on there. You've got a ton of these big bands. Jelly Roll.
Yeah.
Some of these guys where it's incredible, dude, and I just can't wait to jump into it, man.
Thank you. Thank
you.
Appreciate the kind words.
Oh, of course,
I love
bro.
Jelly Roll, dude.
Yeah,
Me
Jelly
too.
Roll
Who
slaps.
doesn't?
I know, he's good.
Obviously, everybody loves
And
him
his
because
story
he
is
just
great.
went up,
Yeah.
at Rocket.
And he has such a crazy past too. The dude's been through so much, and
he
so
was like a rapper.
Yeah.
So much.
It's cool, guys like that have experienced a ton of hardship like he has, now coming out and just being so open about it too. You know what I mean? He really owns it. A lot of people, I think, that when they go through stuff like that, they kind of try to hide it and be this new person or whatever. But Jelly Roll is so authentic, man. And
He's very authentic.
Yeah.
He's a very nice guy, and his band are old friends of mine. So I get the opportunity to shoot him, and once in a while, I guess when he passes through, I will. But that was at Welcome to Rockville. That's the only time I've got to shoot him. But I was able to shoot him because I've toured a lot in the music industry, and his guitar player and his drummer were both in different bands that I've shot many times and known a long time ago.
Oh,
Does he know that you've taken these pictures?
Absolutely not.
Oh man, damn.
His bandmates know, they're my boys.
Yeah.
They text them. I text them the photos, and they're homies.
They look good.
Jelly Roll has no idea.
Well, Jelly Roll, if you're seeing
He's got
this,
his
you should
people.
look at it.
He's got his people.
I know,
And
but they're
great.
good.
I
They're
respect
good photos, the
them.
ones you've
Thank you.
taken.
Thank you. There's so many good photos of everyone.
Yeah.
It's a giant sea of talent, and
how did you get into this lane, bro? I want to just jump right into it, dude. I want to kind of know a little bit about your journey because you're at a point right now where it's top of the fucking game. It seems I'm sure there's always room to grow and things like that. But
so much.
You just look at some of these pictures and I'm the fact that this dude gets to be on the field 10 feet from Trevor Lawrence all the time and just do all these cool things with the Jaguars and just bands and stuff. It's it's incredible, man. And I just want to know how did this get started for you?
Oh man. So photography or the Jags?
No, photography.
Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence, baby.
We got to make a sound every time we say his name.
Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, it's so funny because my wife grills me so much because I'll go to war with someone online over Trevor, and it's absolutely bias.
Oh, 100%, bro.
Because I spend so much time 10 feet away from him. I'm I love him, dude.
I mean, he's a great guy.
Yeah,
well, the thing
he's
is,
a really good guy.
I heard them talking about this on 1010XL, which is our local Jaguars talk radio station.
Yeah, they're great.
And it's cool. I heard them talking about something. They basically said, what quarterback in Jaguars history would you rather have over Trevor Lawrence? And when you really think about that, bro.
In Jaguars history?
Jaguars history.
No. See, Trevor's
one.
the most important thing to ever happen to the Jacksonville Jaguars.
100%.
Without a doubt. He saved the team. He saved the team. He saved
morale,
the city.
yeah.
Someone said it on a podcast last night on YouTube. There's so many people that talk Jags, and I'll just cook dinner and clean the kitchen and listen to all of it. So, I forgot who it was, but just saying he saved the city. They were about to maybe talks of more games in London or whatever, and he saved this franchise.
He did, bro,
and he is capable.
Oh my God,
he is a specimen. He is capable.
Yes,
and he's a leader. I could glaze him up for 20 minutes.
Any big Jaguars fan like me and Joey, we've seen it. Any other big Jaguars fan has seen it. you remember the clips of Blake Bortles throwing the football.
I love Blake, too.
And I love,
for life,
first
dude.
off, I love Blake Bortles. Don't get it twisted. But watching that motherfucker throw a football, dude, it is like a duck flying through the air.
They all throw the ball different, you know?
They do.
And I've got to film a lot of quarterbacks, especially the past year, even just a lot of quarterbacks, and seeing the way they learn to throw the ball and throw it. They really do. They all look similar in like your eyeball speed throwing the ball, but they all really throw it different. It's crazy.
Yeah. So how did this photography thing start for you, man?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so photography started for me in 2016. My wife, who was my girlfriend, she had a camera. She had been taking pictures since she was like 16 years old. And I'm going to make this story as short as I can.
Okay.
Girlfriend, 2016, she had a camera. She had shot a couple weddings. And when I got done performing, I used to play in bands. I'm an ex-musician. Well, I guess I still play a little bit, but I used to perform live, play music around, a little bit around the country, Jacksonville shows once in a while. And my wife / girlfriend back then would be taking pictures of me. And when we were done, I would just like ask her if I could like have her camera to go shoot my friends playing. And she was like, "No, why would you do that? You don't know what you're doing." And I was like, "So what? I'll figure it out."
Yeah.
And I put it on auto, and I just went and shot some shots.
You
did. I took some pictures of some of my friends, and they loved them, and they threw me a little bit of cash. And I was like, wow, I just spent from like 17 years old spending infinite amount of money trying to be a rock star. And I literally just took some pictures of my friends, and they put $40 cash in my hand.
Facts.
And bro, in 2016, $40 cash could go so far.
Oh yeah, dude! You feel like you could buy a house in 2017 or 2016 with $40, bro.
$40 was like a ton of things.
Now you can't even go to McDonald's with $40, bro. It's
dude, every time we go out, Chipotle, anywhere we go, it's like 50.
Yeah, exactly.
My wife and it's crazy. Yeah, but and it just. From then, it never stopped. I worked in a restaurant pretty much my whole life. Dishwasher at 16 years old. Worked my way up to a cook at 18. Worked from a cook from 18 to 26, grilling steaks. Just trying to chase, Travis Barker. I just wanted to be a rock star, and hence the way that I look. It was fully. I was tunnel vision. Like I was like, I'm going to be in a band for the rest of my life. I know this for a fact. This is my God-given talent. Like I know this who I am. Yeah. And I just, I kind of hated who I became, and I was miserable, and I wasn't making money. I just hated life, and that camera saved my life.
Really?
My wife saved my life.
There we go.
Gotta fix that.
Yes. Brother, there we go.
My wife saved my life.
Shout out wifey.
But she handed me the camera, and she never knew what was going to happen between me and that camera.
Yeah.
The
Special things happen.
That camera. Oh, and Peter McKinnon. Sorry. Every podcast I'll ever do, I probably drop his name because he was my fucking college coach.
No, I love it.
He taught me everything.
Yeah.
He taught me everything about Lightroom and like Premiere and editing video. And
did you go to school for any of this stuff too?
No, I didn't go to school at all, and just in general. So you're like, really, what? Nah, I'm a high school dropout. Yeah, I'm a high school dropout, and that's what makes my story. I like this hat. That's what makes my journey like so crazy, is that my wife and I were able to buy a home, buy 2 Jeep Wranglers, like just have this lifestyle, of course, with the strength that, God gives us. We're Christians, and like we just chase money like crazy. And as an entrepreneur, I'm like a 9th grade dropout. Like I stopped doing schoolwork when I was really young. Towards the end of it, I was in homeschool.
That's insane.
And I probably haven't been to real school. In so long, because last real school I went to was like Lakeshore Middle, Westside Jacksonville, 7th grade, 13 years old, playing Magic the Gathering, skateboarding.
Do you think it was harder not being able to, I'm sure you could have graduated, but do you think it was harder not graduating high school? Like
I hated school, and I hated everyone at school. They weren't like me. I just wanted to listen to music and skateboard. I was really obsessed with like Tony Hawk and Ronnie Mullen and, Bam Margera. And I was 14, 15, 16 years old, just playing drums, playing like this crap set that I, begged my mom to buy me from the pawn shop for a couple $100. Just
what was your first
jamming my heart out?
As a photographer, what was your first big gig that you got where you were like, okay, this is something I can actually make a career out of?
Oh, shit.
Because I've seen pictures on there from like when the Chiefs won the Super Bowl and you were at the parade for that. Mm-hmm. I've seen pictures on there from like...
Dude, that's just the grind. That is just personal grind. So
really?
I lived in Orlando in 2018. I lived in Orlando for 3 years from the end of 2017. We moved to Orlando in December 2017, and I was in Orlando all the way till the pandemic, till literally it came in like a storm. It just came on it. But like by March 2020, I moved back to Jacksonville from Orlando. So I was in Orlando. We lived on Kirkman. I don't know if you know what that is. It's like right on the street where Universal Studios is, in an apartment, just working in a restaurant and chasing photography, like just trying to make as much money as we could, just paying our apartment, you know?
Okay.
And so Patrick Mahomes wins the Super Bowl. I'm going to Disney World, and I'm thinking, wait, we go to Disney World like 3 times a week. I'm like, wait, I have my pass in my wallet. I'm like, wait, I'm just going to wake up early in the morning. And I had to fight Chiefs fans to get even that close to him.
Yeah.
Because he was on the parade boat with Mickey.
Yeah.
And I had never shot a football player ever before.
Really?
Patrick Mahomes is my first photo of a football player I ever took in my whole life.
Bro went 0 to 100 so quick. Literally just for the top guy right away.
Yeah.
I love that.
I just went to Disney World to take his picture on the float.
Yeah.
I watched him play in the Super Bowl. I mean, I've been obsessed with football my whole life, so I just knew I had that opportunity.
Yeah. For sure.
And you just do anything you can to go chase that moment. And I took my shitty camera and I went to Disney World and I plowed through Chiefs fans, and I got close enough when he was riding by. I just popped a few, and I wasn't even that seasoned. Like I was only been doing photography for like 2.5 years, 2 years.
Yeah,
and then the editing side too. I think a lot of people, when it comes to photography, they don't always think about like the editing that goes into a photo after they take it. Yeah. So obviously, these pictures you're taking are so crisp, and like some of them look like they're almost like AI. How legit they are,
The
and
texture,
especially with some of the sets that you were doing. I know you just did one with the Jags, and it was you had like the old white car, and you had like all the footballs in the trunk.
Media Day,
and all this stuff.
Media Day. Yeah, very honored to be invited to Media Day.
That was
Not
incredible.
many people are. It's literally just the Jaguars team. A couple NFL guys, the old Hall of Famers like the GOATs, like Logan Bulls, shout out to the GOAT,
Yeah.
And then Cam, the team shooter, and then a couple other shooters like doing the typical Rich Eisen headshot backgrounds, all the stuff that goes around for everything, all the like backdrops, all the way around Media Day, and all the fun stuff they do for video and all that stuff. And there's just kind of like this waiting period kind of downstairs where the players show up, and kind of before they go upstairs a few years ago, the content art goat who you've had on the podcast, Devin.
Yeah.
Shout out to Devin.
Shout out Devin.
Love Devin.
Devin Carvajal's the man, dude.
Yeah.
So they create him and the team just created this Club Duval to where it just was like, you know what, while they're coming through, as soon as they walk in the door, let's have a fun, let's get them warmed up before they go upstairs. Let's have a fun little photo shoot down here. And 2 media days ago was the first one where they just kind of set up basketball, ping pong, and then he made this beach set. And it was like this little beach theme. It was like the players could just come in, see the cool beach set, see Devin, a couple of people, and then see me with the camera just like, ready to go?
Yeah.
Jump in. Let's go. And they just know how I am with the players when I talk to them, how I interact with them, and all the players just gravitate to the comfortableness that they feel. I think they feel when they're around me.
Yeah.
And every single player's about it. So every player jumps in, did the beach set, and then recently Media Day came and they hit me up again to do it again, and it was the white Porsche set.
You do bring the great energy, man.
Yeah.
Like that's one
Thank
thing.
you.
It's very easy to speak with you. It's also like very, very like high energy. Like you don't want the conversation to end. And I know our listeners are going to feel the same way about this one.
Can't
but
be
it's
bored, man.
100%, bro.
Dude, no
and
way.
it's fun. I'm glad you brought up the beach scene because I remember when they first did that. I'm like, I know this is a Devin Carvajal joint.
Yeah, dude. His creative, like his energy of, and we work so well together. Like I went the day before this year, and I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, dude.
Yeah,
go ahead.
he's so smart when he comes up with the scenes. Like he came with this whole idea and this whole scene this year with the Porsche and kind of like a white, super sick, like white, like vibe of it all.
Yeah.
And I came a day early, and the two of us are just together. We're moving the trees around where we parked the car exactly how we wanted it. I'm practicing shots on them. We're moving tedious little things, and Devin and myself together are kind of making that set come alive.
Nice.
And it's his vision, and I'm just kind of there to help him put it together. But then when the players come in, he really lets me take over. He lets me take over, and I just take all the shots.
So
beautiful.
cool. And
It's
I
such
remember
a pleasure to do it. It's so cool.
They had the
Thankful.
one. You have one, I think, pinned to your profile on Instagram. So y'all go check that out. It's Aaron Berkshire
First post
official.
all year long. It'll be the first post.
It's
all
so
year
cool.
long.
It's of Trevor, just like the way that he's sitting there and the way you edited that photograph. It looks like it almost looks like if you were to die and go to heaven, this is like the first person you're going to see. You walk through the gates and he's just sitting there with a football, and he's like, Welcome to heaven, baby.
Oh my God.
No, he's just Trevor's the man, and I just love. I love that photograph.
That was
man.
amazing.
I want to get that blown up and like thrown on the wall of the studio or something.
I'll send you a picture of mine because it's on my wall in my office. Yeah, no, I mean the beach one was pinned my top pin of Trevor, the beach photo of him.
Yeah,
it got more likes than any post of my whole entire. And I've been on Instagram for 11 years straight, guys.
Really,
like nonstop. I'm the consistent king. Like days I don't want to post at all, and I just hate toxic social media, and I hate getting and opening these apps, and my numbers have been going up and down like crazy for years, and I've watched this evolution of social media and Instagram, and I've just made it a point to like literally make sure that I post something every other day or every day, because if I don't, it will die forever.
You're so consistent.
No one will ever see it if I don't post it, because it'll die forever.
That's one thing I really respect about your game, and it's cool how you'll post like. Obviously, you do have an aesthetic that you kind of like shoot for. Like clearly, you're a Jaguars guy. You're posting a ton of like NFL pictures. You're also posting a lot of the band stuff. But the aesthetic of it, bro, it's like almost it's very like candid photos, if that makes sense. Obviously, the one with Trevor, he's clearly posing for that.
Yeah, I mean,
a lot of these pictures you post, man, it'll be like. It'll be like, it's funny how you had one you posted recently of Gabe Davis and he was catching the ball, and just like his facial expression stuff, you would have never noticed that would have even happened if you're just watching it as like live, like you're watching the dude play it at practice or you're watching a video.
The emotion. You want to make it feel like you're like in the catch with him. Right? Yeah. Like you're there with him. And that's just me being inspired by all the people that I look up to, and they're really expensive gear and they're highly knowledge on the logistics of a camera, the settings, and just being a great photographer and understanding like a lot of my shots, I will sharpen the shit out of some and texture and like edit some. And a long time ago, more with like the music side world and like weddings and stuff, like a lot of the edits can go crazy, like moody, vintage, all over with crazy, like the crazy colors and all the crazy stuff that I did for years, especially when I was touring in the music industry. Like I used to go wild with all the crazy colors and all that stuff. And it's crazy how I went to like this super high level of editing so crazy. And then now I'm back down to where I just want to post camera photos or photos straight out of my camera because I've learned it so well, and the colors and everything just looks so natural. And the NFL level is out of camera so natural, beautiful.
Oh, for sure.
They're not posting all those crazy edits, and crazy edits are awesome. I love them. But like, it's so funny how the older I get, the less editing, editing I'm doing on a lot of these
It's more of
shots.
like, I think the authenticity part of it too. It's like you look at a lot of these photos that you are posting where it's like unedited, just like a great photo. The colors are still going insane just because of like, especially the Jaguar Stadium, you have like all the seats are teal. So like the colors are still going to be there and they're still going to pop.
The scene pops.
But just like seeing sometimes, dude, you look at your photos and it's like you see the sweat coming off of these dudes' faces when they're catching the ball or just whatever it is.
And I go in extra for some of it, because some of it, you'll take the whole photo and you won't see all the little details, and I'll actually crop almost even halfway into the photo I'll crop all the way in on that moment.
Oh, wow.
And then I'll sharpen the shit out of it and edit it a little bit, give it a little bit, whatever, pump that shadows up, little texture. Like I'll edit it a little bit.
Yeah.
But like when you look at a regular landscape photo, you might not see those details of the sweat flying off. And even after I crop in, I'll even mask even more texture over the sweat.
Yeah.
And you'll see the sweat droplets like really popping in the photo. And it's because I like, not only I did a little edit, but I went and edited the sweat drops.
It's
so
cool
it
how
looked sharper.
I think it's cool how some of your photos, you'll sharpen the shit out of them and you realize how jacked these players really are.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
It's like some of these DBs,
you see every
bro.
muscle on their arm.
Dude,
You posted one of
and their tattoos and all
I
their
wanted
stuff.
to
I love
say,
it.
I think it's Andre Sisco or somebody.
Yeah.
But it's this picture of him, bro, and he's like in mid-workout and he just looks fucking jacked,
dude,
bro.
I sharpened the fudge out of that.
Dude, seriously.
I'm just, and I hope that the people that might like see this, like, no, I'm just being a little bit like funny. I'm not always sharpening the shit out of every photo to the most max. I do add a little sharpen to like a lot of my photos. And then maybe when I go to post it on Instagram, I'll even sharpen it a little more. And I think a lot of sports photographers find that they like their image looking sharper like that. But
for sure.
I don't even have to sharpen Andre's photos from a workout.
For sure.
Yeah,
dude is
as soon as like when I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Okay, I was just like, oh shit, he took his shirt off.
Yeah. No, it's great, dude.
Yeah, I'm sure
I
the
think
internet will love it.
I think sometimes you don't realize like how big these guys are until you see some of these pictures.
They all look like Henry Cavill.
No, dude, they're swole, bro. And it's cool too because like a guy like Andre Sisco, you see him on the field, he'll lay dudes out, bro, and he's just such a heavy hitter like guy on our team. And then you see the pictures of him, you're like, oh my god, I would never even like give the dude the opportunity. Like I wouldn't even line up.
Getting out of the way.
He's just got a regular T-shirt on too, or like a hoodie or something. He's just a handsome man. You can't even say He's just a handsome dude. Like you guys see the jersey reveal video at Collect.
Yes.
Yeah, like they look like just normal awesome actors in their T-shirts walking in.
So
but if Cisco takes that shirt off,
dude's
over.
Dude's a fucking specimen, bro.
I hope he totally like Madden 07 lays dudes out this year, just hit sticks.
100%. He's definitely like the dude looks like he's sculpted from marble sometimes, bro. Like
dude,
especially in that
up.
one picture.
Yeah, straight up.
So I do want to talk about that. I'm glad you mentioned that. The Collect times Jaguars times jersey reveal times Air like so many
much
guys.
going on.
So we've actually had the Collect boys on this show twice actually.
Oh, sick.
We had them back on when they like used to go by Archives. Then we had them on when they did the name change, and great dudes. And I remember when I first saw you start posting those videos and the Jags kind of do the reveal and everything, I was blown away, dude. I couldn't believe that like that this collab had happened because it just
really
seemed
cool.
like now that we're having you on the show, pretty much the only guys from that video that we haven't had on this podcast
are the players.
Is the players.
Come on now.
And so it's so dope, man. It was just like a proud moment for us because obviously we care about all y'all guys so much. But it was just it was just so cool to see how all that like unveil kind of happened.
Yeah, I mean that's all the Jags. That's all Devin and the social Devin and the film. I want to call him a filmmaker, cinematographer for the Jags. His name's Evan. He's one of the guys that shoots on like the red, the red cinema camera, like the $100,000 cameras, like the big deal, big league shit. You know, not our little cameras, like the big league shit. Like no, but they had that whole thing planned out and. Unfortunately, the photographer that works for the team, and he's one of my favorites, Cam. His flight got delayed.
Oh man!
And that was the craziest phone call that I ever got, being asleep, because the phone rang at 7 a.m. and I don't wake up till like I'm gonna be honest, like 10 o'clock, like every day, because we're our own bosses and we set our own schedules and we work late. Like we have a lot of customers in China from like our product video industry that we have, and like we're just up late every night editing videos nonstop. So like I sleep till when I fucking feel like it.
Yeah,
and then you get the phone call.
Oh, 7 a.m. Yeah, I can just. Oops.
Oh no, we do that.
He went that way. So you'll have to forgive me for that. Yeah. So like my phone rings at 7 a.m. and like. I absolutely am not going to answer that. And then it rang again. And then I was like, wait, no one ever calls me twice in a row. So I opened my eyes and I like look at the screen. And if you wouldn't have called me twice, I definitely wouldn't have. I wouldn't have been able to be there to save the day is what they deemed it, which feels amazing. He called me at 7 a.m. and said, I picked up the phone. I was like, Devin, holy shit, dude. He's like, I'm so sorry, brother. I didn't mean to wake you up. I'm like, that's cool. What's up?
Yeah.
And he's like, listen, I don't know if you're free in like literally 2 hours, but we have something really special. And he didn't tell me what it was. Hey, we have something really special and we need like BTS photos. Like if you can do it, like we would really, you'd be saving our asses.
Yeah.
And just because, a flight got delayed and that shouldn't, and that's unfortunate, but fortunate for me, I woke the hell up. I was like, bet, dog, I'll be there. So yeah, I mean, I grabbed some coffee and I just went and they did their thing and I just shot the whole thing. And they told me we were going to do a section of the video during the music video shoot that there was going to be like a backdrop and like I was going to do some photos of them and some of that might make it into the video. And then like I watched the video and they actually used my photos like on the video and I was like, sick.
That's beautiful.
Sick. Hell
no,
yeah.
that whole,
it was such a fun shoot.
That video was insane.
Shout out to them. Yeah, no, watching Evan film it is amazing. He's an amazing director. I look up to that guy a ton.
And with Leon Searcy being there.
Oh, so cool. Like I didn't even know what that song was. I didn't even know what that song was,
Yeah.
And I was really special to be there and just just lay on the shutter. Slayed it. I mean, I had a good time, very grateful. Tons and tons of photos from that shoot that I can't wait to post.
As a Jags fan, do you ever get like nerves that get involved whenever you're shooting these NFL players, man?
Not anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, like I think a lot of that stuff went away back in the day because I toured with like Rockstars.
Yeah.
And I like learned to just everyone is just a normal human being.
Yeah.
They're all just guys like us.
So you're never really starstruck or anything like that?
No,
I mean,
I've been around a lot of famous people.
Yeah.
I've filmed legendary bands on stage with them, interacting with them and their families.
Like who?
I mean, like so many. Sum 41, The Used, The Offspring.
No way.
I mean, I've toured with so many metal bands. You guys probably might not have heard of all of them. You know, my most recent band that I toured with was a gold record band called I Prevail.
No, I've heard
like
of
a
them.
metal rock.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Good friends of mine.
They're like hardcore, aren't they?
Yeah. I mean, that's the scene that I come from. Like, I was a metal drummer, and then I was a metal screamer, and then I was a metal photographer. And then I ended up touring as a photographer for 3 years straight, like 8 months out of the year. Tour buses, the whole shebang, just being a content creator, editing every day in the back of the bus, sleeping next to Rockstars.
What's the lifestyle like? Is it hard?
It was crazy. Yeah. Being away from my wife, that was hard. She was
Yeah.
my fiance back then. And, yeah, I mean, that was hard. But.
It's really cool, though, because a lot of those photos you're taking of these guys, like that's almost, I feel like that's a really interesting lane to be like taking pictures of people because they're so passionate. Like the pictures where they're full on screaming.
Yeah.
It's like you can see the passion in their face. You know,
Yeah.
it's so intense, right?
Yeah. I mean, we see it from, I mean, no matter what music, I mean, if people are famous like that, it's because they're passionate and they love it, you know. They take it seriously. From someone like Jelly Roll to somebody insanely metal screaming with spit flying out of their mouth to, you know.
You also do some really good photos videos like of these Jaguar players, man, and you'll throw edits
video's
over
a big part of the game. Like video's a big part of life for me because if you don't do video and you're a shooter, you're like stopping yourself from making so much more money. Yeah, and I actually. My evolution was just both. Like the first day I picked up my girl's camera, I not only took some pictures, but I also pressed the record button. And my friends playing in a band live, like I just, you know, did video of them and took pictures of them. Yeah. So like learning both just was like a, you know, even like way the whole way.
So it's cool. You had one video that I noticed where it was like, I think Trevor Lawrence throwing a pass to like our newest draft pick.
Sure.
And it was like just the edit you threw over him was like as soon as Trevor threw the pass, like his eyes started glowing red, and then it was like the lightning started striking.
Yeah, Thor.
It was epic,
Thor.
bro.
Dude, I'm such a nerd.
No, dude, I knew exactly. Like as soon as you posted that video, I'm like, that's fucking dope. It looks like some Marvel shit for real, bro. It's super cool.
You know, Devin's really always on it.
Yeah.
He's always doing he's a big nerd too. Like we'll send, you know, pictures of each other's like Funko Pops to each other, and we'll talk about Deadpool and talk about you know, Dr. Doom the other night. Like, we're always talking about nerd stuff. He's a big Star Wars guy. I'm a big Star Wars, like, classic.
I'm the exact same way, bro.
Say this word, classic Star Wars guy.
No, the original trilogy is where I'm at, bro.
Yeah,
like,
and I do love Hayden Christensen too. So like Revenge of the Sith is actually my favorite Star Wars, and then I'll go Empire Strikes Back after that.
Facts. Okay, see, I was gonna say Empire Strikes Back.
Empire Return, A New Hope, but like Revenge of the Sith, dude,
you can't beat that shit, bro.
And I've met Hayden Christensen, so.
Oh,
dude, shaking his hand, taking a picture with him at a Comic-Con, just getting to shake his hand, and he held my lightsaber too. So like, my lightsaber in the photo, I got fucking proof. Shit sits on my shelf. So like my $200 Disney lightsaber, Anakin's lightsaber, I could just forever know that it was held by Anakin Skywalker.
That's awesome.
I'm the ultimate nerd.
Like, no, dude, I love it, and I'm honestly a huge Star Wars guy. Not as much of like a superhero and Comic-Con guy like that, but it is for me. I've unlike you, I haven't really been to Disney in years at this point.
Yeah, go Red Guardians.
The only reason I want to go there, bro, is just to see the Star Wars setup. How they have. Like,
you haven't seen Star Wars yet?
Oh my god!
No, I mean, there's no feeling like seeing the life-size Millennium Falcon.
Yeah,
I mean, there's literally nothing like it. Like, when you walk up on it and just see a life-size Millennium Falcon, it's like shitting your pants for the first time. I don't know. It's
not a good experience.
It's a great. It's
just wild.
It's just I mean, I think in my heart, the first time I saw it, in my mind, I might have shit my pants.
Yeah,
I didn't actually, but
no, dude, I would have too, man.
In theory,
that's really the only reason that I want to go back to Disney, bro, is just to see that like Star Wars world, man. It looks insane.
It is.
But back to the photography stuff. I wanted to ask you. So, when do you remember your first time you ever shot Trevor Lawrence?
Oh, dude, absolutely. I could never forget it. The day he got out of the car.
to come to the stadium?
Yeah, so I texted someone who I knew. I think it was Mia from 1010XL. Mia O'Brien.
Oh, shout out to her. She's a great speaker.
I think I asked her because like I was my first ever season. Damn, I'm slipping.
No, you good,
my
bro.
first season was 2020, and I was shooting like Gardner Minshew and the boys. So like, I met a few people like the first season. So, but I texted Mia and I hit her up and was like, yo, let me know the night you got drafted. I was like, and I actually worked a draft party, for like 904 Happy Hour, the outlet that I shoot for now sometimes. Yeah. Well, I work for the NFL. So like all the home games, I work for the NFL. Like I'm wearing a black vest. I work for the NFL and the Jags. But like, 904 Happy Hour is like the outlet that I work for and shoot for, and shout out to them. The owner of that outlet is actually what got me my very first credential to a Jaguar game. So I would not have became who I am now if it wasn't for 904 Happy Hour. So I always give that credit to my buddy Charles, who owns 904 Happy Hour. I'll always give him those flowers because I knew that I would go really far because I'm very confident in my skills and how hard I work at something. And after I retired from the music world and touring, through the pandemic, it all came to an end, I just knew that I wanted to shoot the logo. Nothing was going to stop me from shooting the logo.
I love it, bro. And just with obviously like a lot of the pictures you're taking, bro, it's so crazy seeing just like how close you are, not just to the Jaguars, but like whenever another team comes into town, you're taking the pictures for them. I want to know, what's that process like, man? Like whenever the Jaguars, so like you start shooting pictures of them and you have like this I'm sure like portfolio of pictures that you've taken for different kinds of people. Do the Jaguars reach out to you and they're like, hey, we're going to need another photographer? Or is it like you apply for it? How does that process work, man?
So like I'm employed by the NFL. My title is an NFL LCC, which is a live content correspondent, or we call it live content creator, like whatever.
Yeah, sure.
Same thing. But we're sending in content live in a split second, right? So, but at my content, my photos and my video clips during the game, we're in apps, you're like your typical like Greenflies and Slacks and stuff like that with the NFL and stuff. And like we're all in the group, and I work for the NFL, and on game day, the Jags and the away team too. So I have literally, groups, and like, if it's a photo of Trevor, like I send it to, it gets sent to the Jags and the NFL in a split second. So that's how that works. And like, no, I just send in content the whole game. Like I send in video clips and photos, the best of what I think is the best of my judgment.
So as you're shooting in the moment, are they just immediately getting sent over there? So you don't even have to like, it just automatically happens.
So like I'll take a picture of Trevor warming up, and then I'll Wi-Fi that photo to my phone JPEG, even though I shoot in RAW as well. But I'll send that JPEG to my phone really quickly in like 10 seconds. I'll send it to my phone, and then I'll send it to the league and the Jags. So they can post it on Instagram 2 minutes after I took it if they want.
That's wild.
So in the moment.
I've always wondered how you get these pictures up so quickly, man.
And like touchdowns, like in the game. So like a video of a touchdown, like any video clip, of a touchdown being scored, that's me getting the shot, and then I send it to the NFL and the Jags or the away team, whatever the moment is, and sometimes I get assigned to follow different teams for pregame and stuff. So like, I was assigned to the Chiefs when they came here. So, or it might've been a floater. Either one. I was walking right behind Patrick Mahomes, just chilling with him, just walking with him and Travis Kelce, just like with my phone too. Cause that's like actually my main job. I'm allowed to shoot, and it is part of my job to shoot high res, obviously camera footage, but one of our main jobs as an LCC is a lot of iPhone stuff. Yeah. So like in that moment, my main job is to use my camera, sure, but also get a phone clips of whoever I'm filming in the moment. So like
clips?
Because they're the most viral on the internet, no matter what anybody says, no matter what. We have the analytics and numbers to prove it. Yeah. Phone footage and like phone clips on stories, and like just like in the NFL posts a phone clip of Tyreek Hill scoring a touchdown, and then that exact same super high $10,000 or even $100,000 TV clip or whatever, like phone clips just do the best. They have the numbers like to prove it. It's crazy. That's weird. But I believe it, iPhone. Yeah. And so like I take a huge pride in like my $10,000 rig with my Canon R3 with my lens on it, and like I'm taking this buttery, beautiful slow-mo bokeh, beautiful footage of Trevor, but like I have to send the NFL my iPhone clip immediately because that is what the internet calls for the most, and that is what I send both.
I think it's like
I'm allowed to send both, and I do send both. And sometimes the Jags really love my camera shot.
Why do you think?
And they post the camera shot.
I was gonna say, I almost feel like it's like what we spoke on before, where it's like the authenticity part of it, where it's like it makes
the fan feel like they're on the field just shooting it with their phone.
Exactly.
And then they're like, I'm gonna go buy an iPhone.
That's how that works.
But a lot of the clips, like it doesn't even matter if it's bad, the quality.
Yeah,
just
you're there.
I think the internet lords push the phone clips more.
Yeah.
I mean, because of TikTok being the most popular and used app in our country, in the world. Yeah. And I just think that the internet overlords It all just is a system.
It's cool too.
Like a well-oiled
Be
car.
stuck to your phone.
I'm glad you
want phone. It's phone.
I appreciate you breaking that down because I've always wondered, man. Like sometimes you'll be watching a Jaguars game, like even from the house or from the stadium or wherever, and it's like this touchdown is scored, and then within 5 minutes you see it get posted on social media. It's right away,
yeah,
bro.
right away.
I mean,
within
it's like
a minute. Like if I get a touchdown, I'm literally set in my phone.
You don't even look at
the
it.
NFL.
You just
I know I got it.
Yeah,
in the camera. I know I got it. I mean, I see it on my phone.
Like you can't redo it, so you have to do it.
No, but no, like you're confident. That's why, like, I think we're the best of the best is like the NFL focused photographers, all the legends. There's like 100 or maybe less. They're like probably 30 or 40 dudes. Mm-hmm. There's like 130 in my position because every team has like 3 or 4.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
okay.
So every team has 3 or 4 LCCs.
That's dope.
Are there any big moments that you vividly remember, like somebody getting in your way for it? Like you were there set up for the shot, but then like either something got in your way or somebody walked in.
I mean, I think that stuff just happens all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. I actually just posted a TikTok, which it's so hard to post on TikTok. Like I try so hard with TikTok, and like I'm posting all these unbelievable, awesome Trevor clips, but they won't push my phone clips on TikTok.
You got to be consistent.
Go follow my TikTok. But like, I just posted a clip where like when Riley Patterson kicked the winning field goal for the Chargers game, I took the viral phone clip following Trevor run from being squatted down.
God.
So like when him and Tyson were holding hands, squatted, and then Trevor took off and run. I took that phone clip. I was the one running with that. So that's my phone clip.
You're a legend.
Yeah, that was a great clip, bro.
That was a good clip, and that was like one of the highest viral most clips from that game was the celebration of Trevor running across the field.
Insane.
Or from when he was squatting,
Yeah.
and he took off running. It's on the Jags YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, big numbers forever. Just a phone clip, but I knew that my assignment was to follow him.
Yeah.
Because they throw that out like, Aaron on Trevor, Andy on Travis. Shout out to my buddy Andy, my partner.
That's
Travis
so
ETN,
cool, dude.
Like we're assigned players.
Yeah.
And if they win, if they lose, we're assigned players on the other team.
No, that's awesome, bro.
That's
Seriously.
how it works, yeah. All assignments.
It's really interesting too. Like I don't think like the average fan realizes how much of an operation it is just for the photographers.
It's so much.
One thing that I wanted to speak on, and feel free to hold back as much as
Sure.
you want, but are the contracts similar to the NFL player contracts, where it's like a 1-year deal or a 3-year deal, or
I wish.
is it per
That'd be
game?
sick.
How does it work, man?
That'd be sick. Yeah, we're out. I mean, most of them are hourly.
Oh wow,
Everybody's hourly. I clock
my
in
God.
via app on my phone.
Oh, that's it.
It's
That's
all just
interesting.
hourly, and it's awesome. I'm not going to say the number, but it's not crazy. I
Sure.
make a few grand off the season, but remember, I only go to like maybe like less than 10 games.
Yeah.
Sure. But
So
then-
like people are like, "Oh wow, you work for the NFL," and I'm like, 10 days a year.
Yeah, right.
but it's cool too how it like opens up these opportunities where you're able to go and do like the jersey
All
reveal
kinds of
and,
things.
and your
All
Instagram
kinds.
would
and
never
then the
be.
NFL does assign me to stuff in the offseason too. Like I got to do an awesome Brock Purdy shoe this past offseason because he was in Jacksonville filming a commercial because he works out in Jacksonville, or maybe not in Jacksonville, but in like Ponte Vedra locally, was like a coach with a bunch of guys. It's pretty viral out there. Caleb Williams, Anthony Richardson, a lot of guys train with shout out to Denny and like Coach Will and like the Cortex team. Like a lot of quarterbacks kind of train in Ponte Vedra.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's really cool. But Brock Purdy trains a little once in a while there, and the NFL, he had to film a commercial for the NFL for the Super Bowl actually.
Wow.
And I'm sorry for the draft. Let me get that correct.
Yeah.
And it was a commercial that was on during the draft, and it played a few times. If you remember, a commercial with them just like, "You're going to be great, go for it." And it's like Brock Purdy on a brick wall, just like talking.
I think
with
I
a
do
black
remember
jacket.
that, yeah.
It was really quick. Like even the shots of him that they used were like less than 5 seconds long.
One thing that I
So,
did want to mention is, so obviously, yeah, I've seen that commercial. That shit is
Oh yeah,
fucking
so like the
absolutely fire.
NFL, like I mean, I go for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, and they assign me to that. They ask me, "Hey, are you available on this date?" They don't tell me for who until I literally am like there.
And I
on
don't
the
think
way.
people realize too, it's like even though you're only working 10 games out of the season and you're doing all this stuff in the off season, I can only imagine the amount of clips and pictures you're getting from each game.
Oh, so
what do you
much,
think that number is?
Each game I probably take anywhere between like 4,000 to 7,000 photos.
Damn.
Oh my god!
And I usually edit like a set of like 100.
Wow.
So I have like 50, 60, 70,000 photos. on
And
my
that's
phone.
nothing
I
but
don't
just
even know.
content for you, bro, to post on social media, which is
Forever.
great, dude. Yeah.
So if I don't post it at least once a day or once every other day, it'll die forever.
yeah,
It'll
facts.
just never get seen.
Because I
it'll
mean,
just never
eventually
get
you're on to
seen.
the next game. You're on to
And
like
all
the next.
the shelf life of it all for the NFL, for the Jags, even for the players, the shelf life of that stuff is so instant. It's gone. It's here and then it's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I work so hard for all these shots. I have like 300 camp photos right now that I love that I haven't posted just because I've already posted camp photos every day for like, it's like my entire Instagram's just camp.
Oh, dude,
right
I don't think the boys will ever get tired of training camp.
If you do like this, it'll be like a whole bunch of other cool stuff. And then you do like this a few times and it'll be back to season last year. Like,
facts.
You know, it's just so much that goes into it. And people might like find out who I am now and like they see my Instagram. I was talking about this with a friend, sidebar. I was talking about this with a friend a couple of days ago. How like now you see so much football, all Jags really. Like I'm just this elevated Jaguars, you know, dude who loves the Jags and tons of photography on the Jags and works for the NFL. And like that's what people see when they see my Instagram. They have no idea that I've lived this whole life before 2020.
Yeah.
Because I never shot my first football player, Patrick Mahomes, or even my first high school football game until 2020. Never shot a sport ever.
Wow.
Ever. Just weddings, product video for Amazon, and concerts.
Can we talk about that for a second? The product video for Amazon thing. I think people get everyone understands the wedding thing. Obviously,
my wife and I shoot weddings. You know, we have so many streams of income. That's what it's all about to make a living being a content creator. Which even those words, content creator, starting to get burnt out of my mind after saying it for like the past 4 or 5 years. Content creator. It's like, I'm already sick of that word. I'm already sick of that. Yeah. Like, we're just all artists in theory.
Yeah. But the Amazon product videos thing,
you
mentioned that earlier.
So it's like commercial product, household products that are sold on Amazon by people all over the world. Anybody can be an Amazon seller. You could be an Amazon seller, right? Yeah, you can. You know, anybody around the whole world could be an Amazon seller. So we don't work for Amazon, but we work for people all over the world. We have customers who sell products, and they all find us through this website called Fiverr, which is very popular, very known now. They've even had a commercial during the Super Bowl, like the past few Super Bowls. Pretty big website now. It's like Upwork. It's like some of these other websites where you just can market your gig and what you do, you know, your skills, whatever.
Sure.
You know, so our gig is we'll make you a 4K Amazon product video. And then we have a la carte. You can add on lifestyle photography and graphics and just all your whole Amazon. My wife creates whole Amazon listings for people.
Do you get a lot of clients doing that?
We do about 30 to 50 a month.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So it's our entire living. Like I literally bought cars and we bought a house from making Amazon product commercial video.
No way.
And then we make like a casual $40,000 from weddings.
That's awesome.
Through the year. So we make about, this last year was 50. We're trying to get to that goal again for next year. So
that's awesome.
Sorry, this year. So 40, 50 grand in weddings. And then, I can say that number very confidently. Like really the fact that we were able to make such a living off Fiverr doing Amazon videos, and people look at me and they see the football and they know, and they have no idea that football I don't really make very much money off of football.
The percentage of like your total income.
Yeah, I mean,
I
think sports in general, I might make $10,000 on the whole year.
Wow.
Yeah, but like a lot of stuff I do because I love it.
But it's cool.
It's like my zen. Like I love football so much. I love ball.
Sure.
Like I'll love shooting whoever the next quarterback is, hopefully in 10 years after Trevor.
And I don't think the Amazon product videos are going to perform as well as the football ones on social media.
Yeah,
too.
no. So we have those Instagrams and websites. Like we have that stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah. On my personal Instagram, like in my bio, if you tap down, like all my pages are there. Our product page, our wedding page, like it's all separate. But like mine is just football and like music and sometimes portraits of me or like a nice cute picture of my wife and I. But like mainly Trevor Lawrence.
What's the craziest product you and your wife have shot like a product shoot for?
Oh man, we've done so many big ones.
I can only
My wife's
imagine,
been on
dude.
Shark Tank actually for like this eyelash company once.
What?
A couple years ago, this woman was like displaying her whole display on Shark Tank, and we had to sign off permission. We didn't like pay for it, but all the pictures on the ground and on the table were all pictures of my wife. And they played a clip too, like this 30-second clip of like an up close of my wife putting on the eyelash stuff.
Yeah.
It was like this makeup stick. I don't remember. It was just like we've done thousands, but anyway. They let the whole screen be the clip of her face, her eye. And I was like, sick, I recorded that. That was me. I took that shot. It's on Shark Tank.
That's so dope.
Sick,
Nice.
yeah. And no, we've done we just did a video for iHome a couple days. It's not, there's a difference between Apple doesn't own iHome. iHome's a totally different thing, but we do tons of little makeup mirrors and alarm clocks and shit for iHome. And we do like so many things, bro, like all kinds of household bedroom, kitchen, bath, outside, garden hoses. Awesome. I mean, we literally do so much.
And do they hit you with a prompt of like, hey, we want this style of video, we want the person to be doing
No, they
this?
see the portfolio and they read They read what we do, and that's it.
Do you have like a
cut
kind
dry.
Is it like set in stone? Like you kind of do the same thing for each product? Or
no, like we write different scripts. Sometimes ChatGPT helps us write different scripts.
Yeah.
We'll just like kind of type in. My wife does a lot, like all this kind of stuff. She'll just type in all this stuff that we have to get done, and ChatGPT will kind of just like accumulate a shot list of all the details of what we have to do in the product.
How many hours do you think you put into doing that?
My wife puts in endless hours. She never stops working.
Wow.
We can't even take a day off to go to Orlando. Like we're so busy, 7 days a week.
Wow.
But we
making money though.
We make six figures.
Have you ever had a product come through where you're like, I don't even know where to begin with something like this, man?
Nah, because she plans it, like she talks to the customers and like we do our research. And if it's something that we can't do or we don't want to do, like we can't do dog products, we don't have a dog. We can't do baby products, we don't. Well, sometimes we have a fake baby. We paid $100. We paid $100 on Amazon for a fake baby, so it looks real. And sometimes if it's like a water heater for like or whatever, and then like she'll be in the background blurry with like a fake baby on her shoulder. And then we have a fake pregnant belly. Like we've done a pregnant dress. She does a lot of clothes too. Cool. So like we've done like a pregnant lady dress where like we bought her a fake belly and like we went to the beach and we took pregnant photos of her, but it was fake. It's all fake. Yeah.
That's legendary. So many people are seeing this and they're like,
oh dude, like my wife gets hit up and I get hit up all the time. It's like, yo, I think I just saw your wife on Amazon. I'm like, well, I guarantee you did because we have over 2,000 videos on Amazon.
That's so funny, dude.
From the past 5 years since the pandemic. And she started in 2019 when I was touring. So that's how Fiverr started, was when I was on tour with bands 8 months out of the year. She was serving at Longhorn Steakhouse and she wanted side money. So she would do like a straightener, a hairbrush, or something like selfie photo and video on Fiverr for like $50. Mm-hmm. It would make her an extra, like maybe a couple $100 a week. That couple $100 a week turned into like, $500 to $1,000 a product video as many times a month as we can.
Dude, that is so dope.
Until our eyes bleed.
Yeah, for sure.
So getting to shoot football is like, for her, it's just resting, laying with the cats, going to the beach, going to Disney World. That's her zen time. That's mine too. But like, I'll wake up in the morning and go to the Jags.
Do you guys take time off? Like, is there like designated time throughout the year that you're like,
it's so hard, but we do. I mean, we do, but it's hard. We're really like random. Like can we get away with not working today? Can we push this? Can we film 4 videos tomorrow instead of 2?
Yeah.
Like, and it's every single day.
That's the grind, bro. I think a lot of people dream of being in the position that you're in now, even though it's such a hustle. Like, I think a lot of people just kind of see this stuff on social media and they're
they
like,
think all I do is shoot football, actually.
Yeah, I believe it.
People are like, dang, Jack's paying good. Bought that Black Gladiator, dude.
I'm not gonna lie.
Dude.
Whenever you first came into the door, man, I was kind of, until we started speaking on like the Amazon product stuff behind the camera and stuff, and I think that was kind of my impression too. Was like, oh no, this dude just plays the drums and shoots the Jags, man.
I think dude, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
drums is special to me. I was a musician my whole life, and I actually didn't play for a whole decade. I totally put it down, retired at 24. I started screaming and singing in a metal band for 2 years because I just always wanted to do that. Like, I was a drummer my whole life, toured as a drummer. People used to come up to me when I was on tour as a drummer, and they'd be like, weren't you the singer? And I'm like, no. I'm a fucking drummer. So the guy funny. In the back, like, no, but I always wanted to like be a super like badass metal like screamer. So I did that for 2 years. I made a band. I toured with the band. It was cool. I got to like, be on a stage in front of like couple hundred people, just being a vocalist for a little bit. But drums were my whole life. Like I played in church growing up, and then I did videos on YouTube. I toured the world playing drums, and I really like. When I picked up the camera, I locked in and I really retired from all music and I never looked back. And I hated the person who I had become after drumming my whole life. Like I just didn't even have love anymore for drums. So I stopped playing for a long time. Never had a drum kit, long time. And
well, it's cool how you're able to kind of like find that peace within yourself through the photography thing and then still go back to the aspect of drumming that you really love. Just like
I
the
missed
music
it
part.
a lot. I missed it a lot. Recently, last year, I picked up a $2,000 electronic drum kit. And I put it in my garage and I just jammed for like 2 months straight, just like getting back on the bike. Like I sucked and I was like, I'm not going to put out my first video until I think I'm good enough. And I just played in my garage for a couple months straight, got my chops back, got back to who I was confident in and very like just loved it, just sweating my ass off in the garage.
That's sick,
burning
bro.
So many calories. Like I'm so fat now compared to when I was drumming, I was like 130 pounds.
Wow.
Now I'm 190 pounds and married. So I'm like, dying, like as I play 3 songs and I'm dying. And I used to play like 10, 15 songs live. Like,
wow.
And now I can play like 3 songs and I'm going to throw up. So
that's dope.
But yeah, like, now I'll put the camera on and I'll go in the garage and jam to some Post Malone or jam to an old metal band and I have like this whole Instagram with like 100 followers that I don't give a fuck about. I don't care about it at all.
Yeah.
I don't care about it. I just want to put videos of me playing drums on it.
Yeah.
I don't care who sees it. The Jonas Brothers liked my post.
No
So
way.
that was cool. Yeah, my very first video that I ever posted, I just tagged the Jonas Brothers on it, and they're whoever runs their Instagram liked it. So you go to my very first drum clip, and it's like liked by the Jonas Brothers. It's
Hell
like,
yeah.
that's a win, dude. Nobody ever has to follow this account ever again.
That's so cool, man. I want to quickly jump into something, quick little segue.
Sure.
Me and Joey started this new segment with the beginning of season 3. It's called Just a Tip, and I'll let Joey explain all of it. But ladies and gentlemen, this is episode 103, Just a Tip.
So as Nick said, this is a new segment, Just a Tip. It's just where you give any tip you have. It can be about your field of work. It can be like man-to-man. It could be just any general tip. It's the tip you have for us.
If you want, we can start it off. But if you got one,
Just
then
the
go
tip.
ahead and handle it for us, brother.
Just the tip. If you want to shoot the Jaguars and professional sports, please try hitting up every outlet in the city and hit up as many people as you can to try to ask for a pass, because I cannot get you one. And I love every shooter who messages me, and I appreciate all the love, but I don't have the power.
I love
But
it.
no, just anybody who wants to shoot something, or fuck it, if they want to do anything at all, you just have to message every single person you can until you get it.
Yeah.
That's my tip.
I love that, dude. I think a lot of people probably wonder how you got to that point too. So it's like,
That was random, totally off the dome.
That's
I
good.
love that.
That's
I
perfect.
love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah, I think it's more authentic and a little bit more genuine whenever we don't let the guests know about that segment. Also, it's a totally new one too. So no, thank you for that tip, bro. And I think a lot of people that are gonna, like photographer wise, they're gonna be watching this episode are gonna be wondering.
Just annoy the shit out of everyone until you get. Someone will say yes eventually.
It's a grind, bro.
Like I messaged so many pages in 2020 to shoot a Jag game, and I had no experience. Now I was a great photographer, and I had so many singers and shit on my Instagram and like just concert photos, and not much proof. But I just needed one person to have faith that I could do it.
I love that, bro.
You have to just
And look at where you are
trying.
now.
Keep trying. Someone eventually will give you a chance.
And now you're the man.
But I also talked to Confident Game though too, and I did when I came into it. My shit wasn't good in 2020. It was like not good at all. Still doing all the crazy colors, all the crazy stuff, which is cool for some stuff. But just like you have to like keep. I say messaging, but talking to people in real life too. Like talking to building relationships. Obviously, the most talked about thing in all these great things that people achieve is like the connections and relationships that they build with people, right? Like my story's pinned on my Instagram. Like it took like 5 people to get me to believe in me and get me to where I am now in 2024.
It's impressive, bro. Seriously. I love big fan of all your work, bro. Seriously. Do you have a tip or do you want me to take over?
You got it.
Okay, so my just the tip of the week is it's actually totally random and has nothing to do with photography.
I love
this. It is very specific.
Okay.
It's something that I've been doing for years on end. You definitely can attest to this. But my dog, when I first adopted my dog, was an absolute terrible animal, bro. Wild fucking beast.
Don't say that about Victor.
And
I love.
you remember how it was.
I know.
Remember how it was.
But do not say that about my nephew.
So intrigued
Well,
right
the
now.
reason that everyone loves him like you is I can kind of just give their flowers real quick is I'm not going to name the company, but I got my dog on CBD years ago. And when I first adopted him, he had anxiety, joint problems, everything in the book, man. And it was just wild animal. Seriously.
Sounds like me.
Something.
Sick.
I mean, seriously, like my dog belonged on the streets when I first adopted him, and I remember someone mentioning that, like the CBD thing, like get him on it because it's super natural. There's no side effects. There's no like downside of doing it. And no, dude, I think everyone, if you've got a dog where. Honestly, just look into it because for me, like getting my dog like Victor on the CBD has absolutely changed like mine and his life.
He's
bro.
chilled out
He's
so much.
so chill,
And
but
he
it's
listens.
But I think there's also like a what's the word? Like some people in their brain think that now their dog is gonna be high. You know what I mean?
Wait,
There's
so
like
your
this.
tip of the day is encouraging people to get their dog on CBD.
Yes, get your dog on
This is a
CBD.
long way to say it.
You're really convincing.
If you have if your dog is already great as it is,
Sure.
like then
Is
whatever.
there scientific like
these are
analytics on this stuff?
I will tell you, bro, like there's a ton of research on it. Like dogs.
They have dog treats, like CBD dog treats.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, yeah, they do.
So for me, I just get my dog. I used to do
They
that,
do.
but now like I just give him like droplets in his food.
They got catnip,
like,
too.
Yeah, they do. That,
Pretty good. You ever tried it?
It is pretty cool.
It's about dogs, though. It's about dogs.
It's about my dog. I will say this, man. Like, just for him, when I first adopted him, I didn't know how to get rid of the joint damage. He was on so many like pharmaceutical medication where I was spending like $200-$300 a month just on this dog's, like just to like have him feel good.
Dang.
You know, and the side effects from that were like insane, bro. And he just wasn't the same animal as he was when I first got him. And I remember just getting him on the CBD and like, no more joint damage or no more joint pain.
Yeah.
No more like his fur, bro. Even like his fur coat came in so thick and so healthy. And I was just like, bro, the CBD just changed my dog's life. And I remember this week as I was like putting the droplets in his food, I was like just so grateful for the shit. And I remember I have to make it my just a tip.
Nice.
I just think that it's
I
a
feel
great
like I need
thing.
CBD now.
If you're a dog owner out
if
there,
your dog is showing that many, positive, what do you say, like reactions
Signs,
from this chemical. Shout
and
out, dude.
and I think the thing is
CBD,
like
bro.
my biggest thing is it's so natural. Like
sure.
it's obviously such a natural product, and it does not get your dog high. Just for the people that are out there thinking that this is going to make my dog high and whatever.
I had a dog get high when I was young.
Oh, dude, I think we all have.
On accident. 100% on accident.
He ate the weed.
I left
or
something
what?
on the table and it ate it.
Yep.
And it was fucked. Until he survived.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, they'll
For sure.
survive it. They'll definitely survive it.
They might look at you different after.
It was not a fun trip to the vet with my mom.
Damn.
I believe it.
That's rough.
And
It was a Chihuahua.
it's a rough life. It's a rough life.
And it was a Chihuahua.
Oh,
oh shit. Damn.
that's scary.
Only like 6 pounds.
No.
It doesn't take much. It doesn't take much with a Chihuahua.
Yeah, not much.
No, I'm saying the dog was only like 6 pounds.
Oh, yeah, no, totally.
Which is crazy.
Her
to get
name
an
was
animal.
Snowy. She was fucking gone, dude.
Snowy was
She
floating.
survived. Well, she's probably dead now. That was like 15 years ago.
R.I.P. Snowy.
How old am I? That was 20 years ago.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
19.
Snowy's
I was
gone.
16.
Snowy's dead.
I was 16. Yeah, Snowy's dead.
R.I.P. Snowy.
R.I.P. dude. She's super dead.
Well, at least Snowy got to experience that. Most dogs don't get to go through, trip out a little bit.
I blow some form of smoke in my cat's face sometimes, and she loves it.
Oh, I believe it.
CBD smoke.
Yeah,
It's
there
good
we
for your
go.
dog. Tip of the day.
And cats.
Oh, what's your tip of the day, brother?
My tip of the day is kind of a power move. So say you get your girlfriend flowers all the time, right? But you guys are going to like, it's her mom's birthday or something. Get your girl's mom flowers.
Go off. Let him cook. Let him cook.
That is a power move that you might not know you need it, but if you do it, mom will love you.
Oh, for sure.
Girlfriend will love you.
Yep.
Any woman who's in the vicinity will love you.
Nice.
I don't think people put like the emphasis on that, bro. Is like the power of your girlfriend's mom loving you.
Dude, your power of your wife's mom loving you.
Facts,
Right.
bro.
Yes.
Big shit.
That's
Big-
huge.
And it's just one of those things where it's like if your girlfriend ever is kind of like, not even like thinking about
Do you guys
dumping
have
you, but,
girlfriends?
Yes.
Yes. Sir.
Okay, I was just like, you're just taking your
We
own
just don't have
advice.
wives.
No, yeah, and I think pretty much every girl that I've ever dated, which it's not a huge number, but the girl,
Like 642 girls ago.
yeah, it's only 5,983. No, but it is like a huge power move for your girlfriend's mom to love you. And the flowers thing, bro.
It's good. I gave it a shot.
Boyfriends out there, y'all take notes, okay?
Get your girl's mom flowers.
Get your girl's mom flowers for real.
Nice.
So that's a good one. I like that.
Or some chocolate.
I love this, brother.
See,
Go
chocolate's
off.
good.
Or
but
some
like,
chocolate.
Okay,
I love that.
so like, hear me
Actually,
out.
I heard I got to get my mother-in-law some Jersey Mike's next time she comes over. So
Ooh, that's a
Jersey
good one.
Mike's, straight to the heart.
Can it cause conflict if it's like a divorced versus not divorced mom?
I don't think so because you gotta. I think the
No, she
dad,
needs those flowers.
The
She
dad
does, but what
has
if the dad, like, what if it's like a sensitive subject between the mom and the dad, and like now the daughter's boyfriend is bringing the mom flowers?
No, I think.
Wait, what was the anniversary? What's the occasion again?
Birthday.
A birthday?
Yeah.
I don't think I'd bring mom flowers on daughter's birthday. Daughter's birthday or mom's
No,
birthday?
mom's
birthday. Okay, I'm
Yeah,
just
no,
getting
no,
this.
no, no,
No, here's
analogy
the thing.
So lost right
Here's
now.
the thing. Like
Lost in analogies.
I will say this: it is kind of like it is a power move. Like you're not. I don't think the dad should be thinking in that sense. Like he knows you're trying to.
No,
like,
he wants you. He knows.
Oh, I don't.
He
care.
respects that you're just trying to get mom's respect.
You've got to.
You got mom's respect. You got respect of the house.
Right.
Facts.
That's the only respect I'm having.
Yeah, dude. Come on, dude.
And
Dad
you have
doesn't
to-
care, bro. Dad's cool. Dad probably. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you ever plan on marrying that woman, you're not going to mom to ask for permission. I mean, you are, but like it's important to go
that's
for the
also
dad.
facts.
So
That's also
it's.
facts.
I think. It is clear, like maybe you give your when you and dad.
Should
are
I
in the
get him
garage-
flowers too?
No, I wouldn't do that.
Okay, damn.
But
Pack of cigarettes,
I was gonna say whatever dad's into, it's not bad to get him a
whiskey,
gift
case
too.
of beer,
Yeah.
Facts. There we go.
a Gators jersey.
No, but it is true. Like whenever the mom is kind of like the one where if she likes the daughter's boyfriend, then the dad's gonna like you too.
Yeah.
He usually trusts mom's judgment.
Oh yeah,
you know,
mom's judgment.
over everything.
That's what matters.
Mm-hmm.
No, but that's a good tip of the week, bro. I like that.
Can I follow up one for honorable mention based off what you
please
said?
do.
Always compliment your girl's mom's food too. That one.
Oh yeah, you have to,
dude,
Yep.
life changer.
Doesn't matter if
That's
you
a
like
good
it or
one.
not.
Game
It is the
changer.
best
That's a good
dish you've
one.
ever had.
It doesn't matter, dude.
I like what you said about the
Best
chocolate.
fucking food ever. I mean, just chocolate. On
Literally
top.
last
It's like,
night.
just the little what are those fancy little ones that are in the wrappers?
Peterbrook.
No, Peterbrook is awesome. But
Peterbrook is good.
you know the little chocolate balls that have the fancy wrappers, the balls.
It's
that
like
come in the
gold and
bag.
it has the
gold.
thing. Yeah.
Those.
Those
like
are so
milk
good.
chocolate, like white chocolate, like you know what I'm talking about, the fancy little balls.
Yeah.
Those are the ones.
So I love that you brought that up. Literally last night,
Strawberry. If you can
I
find
brought my girls. I knew my girl's mom was going to be over at the house, and so I got one of those big baskets where it's like a little bit of everything from Peterbrook. That's
the way.
And so I pulled up, and I was like, I know mom's going to be there,
This
and I
is
was
the
like,
way.
look, this is for the house. And I was like, Mama, before you leave, make sure you grab some. I was like, it's just a good little subtle flex.
you definitely have her approval.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. And who doesn't like Peterbrook too? The chocolate popcorn, bro.
Dude, there's a Peterbrook right in front of my house.
Oh, that's dangerous.
Right in front of my house. No, dude, we're really good.
We're really responsible.
I've
They're
only
there
had it
every
twice.
morning.
I've only had it twice. Bro.
No, but that's a good flex for the wife too. Like go home and like bring some like a fresh little thing. Of
On
chocolate
her
or
worst
popcorn.
days, man, really just coffee. Like especially right now.
Yeah,
Dude, her life changes when I bring her coffee, dude.
Really?
Fuck chocolate,
that's the key to her heart.
dude. Caffeine, bro.
Starbucks or
bro.
Dunkin'? What kind of coffee?
I think out of Starbucks and Dunkin', she would probably choose Dunkin'.
Yeah.
But out of everything, she would choose Foxtail.
Okay,
Ooh,
sure.
I've heard of
Right
that.
by our house, right next to Peterbrook. We're very fortunate.
Nice.
That's awesome.
You guys are living.
Dude, living, dude. And we just got the Jersey Mikes. So I can please mom and the wife with coffee and a sub.
You're set.
It's a
man.
double whammy.
I could never sell my house.
Now we see why you're living
I
there.
have to live there forever. Yeah.
I love
didn't-
it, man.
I didn't even know what those were going to be when I bought the house. There was nothing there. And I was like, wow, thank you, good Lord.
They came to you.
I can save my wife anytime she's upset with Peterbrook.
Hey, boys, great. Just the tip of the week.
Okay.
I love that. I love this new segment in general. Like
Yes, sir.
it just flows so well. It always is just a great way to end the episode, man. Aaron, you got anything else, brother?
Praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord, baby.
Amen.
Praise the Lord. And
Lord.
I will say, like,
God
just
is
kind
good.
of subtle, like, information about me. I'm not going to, sit here and get all
This is
crazy
good.
about it.
This
We don't have to hit you in the head
But,
with it, but you can
I
know.
will say this, man, is over the past, like, couple months, especially with the girl that I've been seeing, man, I've been in church.
I went to church.
I went to church,
Nice.
dog. I've been really trying to like build my my spiritual relationship with the Lord, and just kind of like that's something I've been so busy with this pod and with so many things on the side. I kind of was putting church on the back burner and just kind of like trying to figure out like where my head is at with things. And you know me, like I've tried different religions throughout the course of my life, and just like
You're young.
over the like
young.
past few months, dude, just going to church and just kind of like building my relationship with God, bro, has made me like such a happier person.
Bro, Jesus
in the
Christ
real
is
world.
the only way, dude.
I love it.
It's awesome. We've
Absolutely.
had so many different people on this podcast that are Muslim, whatever.
and that's
dude.
cool.
And I will say this, man, whatever makes you feel comfortable and whatever makes you happy, bro, that's the religion you follow.
Do you?
Yeah,
And
I mean, yeah, absolutely. I mean, you got to live,
I'm never going to
YOLO.
YOLO.
I'm
Do
never,
what you want.
I'm never gonna push like my religion onto anybody else, but I will say just for me, like building a relationship with Christ, bro, has just made me such a happier dude. So,
Yeah, dude. It can. It can
whatever
really make
your
you- it can
religion
make you
is,
happy.
just build on that and just grow through
There you
it.
go.
I don't usually talk religion on here
Extra
or
tip
anything.
of the
Amen.
day.
This
is
Well,
good.
you asked me if I had any final words.
And here it is.
That's a great
Because
final
I
words,
wouldn't
bro.
I wouldn't be sitting here with you guys, and I appreciate the praise and the nice words and the compliments, but all of it is is because of the strength that God gave me.
I love that, bro.
I would
Seriously.
not make a single dollar and be feeling life and have an amazing wife if it wasn't for God.
I love it, dude.
100%.
All right, so let's all grab hands and bow in prayer.
Yeah, but I'm also a sailor, so I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, let's pray. Like,
No, I love it.
It's kind of silly with it.
No, the other day I accidentally dropped a cuss word in one of my prayers that I was doing. Like, it was like we were at the dinner table, and my dad's side of the family is very religious. So like every night, like even when I wasn't really like building on this relationship with God, we'd always pray before dinner, like just at family gatherings. And I did accidentally drop like a little F-bomb in there, but I'm just so passionate, bro. I'm just so passionate.
Those ribs
Was there
look
like
so
a collective
good.
gasp?
Thank you, Jesus.
No, dude, I just it happened to slip out, and of course my grandma looks over at me like,
That's a good one. This is a good
shout out to all that, man.
Shout out to Grandma.
I wasn't gonna say it on the pod, but it has been a huge part of my life recently.
cool.
So,
Thanks for having me on the pod.
Also, dude, of course,
Thanks
man.
for having me
Thanks
here.
for coming.
And honestly, huge shout out to my girl for kind of like helping me grow on that
There you
relationship. You know, I'm not doing all this for her, but it was like kind of one of those things where
She pushes you.
She did kind of push me to go and check it out and kind of check out like just see where I wanted to go with my religious path. But
And
no,
you
shout out to
can-
her.
You can do it for her. You can. Like, that's what got me, is I was like a real son of a gun.
Yeah.
And then I like fell in love with my wife so much, and I thought, you know what? I want to be a man of God, and I want to quit smoking cigarettes because I want to be alive and to be with this woman.
Just be a better man for her, probably.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
straight up. Yeah, no, absolutely.
I love that,
No,
dude.
she's the reason why I believe in God, because I did when I was a kid, and I spent like this huge gap where I like thought all religion was fake, and then 2020 in the pandemic, and my wife just wanting to be wanting to become a husband, a godly man husband, is like what fully led me to believing in the Bible and God again.
I love that, dude.
And I've never felt more. It's right in front of our face. I mean, it's every single day that it's real, whatever religion you want to call it.
Yeah.
Well, dude, thank you for opening up about that. Seriously, I think it's so cool.
Amen.
I'm about to tear up right here.
I know,
About to tear
yeah,
right here,
right.
boys. No, but
Fucking
seriously,
A.
I know a lot of people, they're very like kind of closed-minded and like don't really always want to open up about their religion and things like that. Sure. Like Joey the Satanist over here. So,
Come on. I'm sitting here. I'm like, I need to call my woman and just tell her thank you for all she's done for me.
I want to call my mom and tell her I love her.
I love
Amen,
it,
mama.
dude.
But yeah.
But seriously, man, thank you for jumping on the pod. Incredible episode. It was an honor having you in here. And honestly, we were supposed to make this episode happen in season 2, but then we took our month off after the end of the season. And I was like, you know what? It's just great that we finally got you in here, bro.
Which episode is this?
This is 103 of season 3.
Okay, sorry. Season 3, episode
103.
Season 3, episode 103?
Season 3. I mean, there's 50 seasons in every episode.
50 episodes in every season.
That's what I said.
Damn, you guys, dude, you guys are super locked in.
Appreciate that, bro. Yeah, we are.
No,
we take the.
I love the set. Everything's beautiful. Oranges, like nothing's made me feel more at home. Like
Nice.
Florida.
Appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, no, and I love the love for the Jags. Appreciate you guys following along with my work and the team.
Before we get out of here, where can the people that are listening to this episode go and follow you on social media?
Yeah, Aaron Berkshire.
Just Aaron Berkshire?
Official.
Aaron Berkshire official, I was going to say.
Since 2014.
I love it, bro.
Nice.
That's what I made my Instagram, Aaron Berkshire official.
That's
I
good.
refuse to change it.
I love it, dude. No,
It's
I mean,
official.
2014, I decided that my name was official. So,
and then
I didn't have a check mark either.
you're on TikTok as well, even though you say it's sometimes a pain in the ass.
You know, I had one video of Tom Brady from 2 years ago do good, and every other one gets like 200 views.
So what's the
good.
TikTok handle?
I
What
had
is
one Tom Brady video kissing his kids on the head, 2 million views. He turns around and like runs into me at the end, and I actually like used the TikTok effects, like wait for it, wait till the end.
I love it, dude.
And he turned around and just like I was right in front of him, and it was cool.
Tom
Other
Brady-
than that, yeah, follow my TikTok because I need dude, everyone's missing out on so many clips and like slow motion clips, phone clips, like moments I'm putting on TikTok. I've been not putting them on Instagram because I'm trying to get people to go follow me on TikTok.
Right.
I love it.
I just gotta like
So what's the TikTok
gotta
handle?
tell people more.
What's your at?
Aaron Berkshire.
Gotcha.
Fire. Love it, dude.
Yeah. I'm only official on Instagram.
Okay.
Cool. I love
You're
it,
official
man.
everywhere.
And yeah, no, this is for the people that listen to this
thank
podcast. Ever since 2017, this will always be an anti-Tom Brady podcast.
Yes, sir.
Miles Jack was not down.
heartbroken.
Was
Oh, no,
never
Miles
down.
Jack is not down. But I am a huge Tom Brady fan.
Okay, I don't know how those go hand in hand, but brother, we'll save it for the next episode.
Okay, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. The time Tom Brady posted my photo on his Instagram.
Okay, that'll do it.
Okay, yeah.
Collabed with the NFL.
You can be a fan.
Shout out to him.
Collabed with the NFL. No, but coming to Florida, I became a huge Brady Florida fan. I fucking hated him as a Patriot. Man, when he became a Buccaneer, dude, the aura changed, and I went to Tampa, and I'm like scooting around, like everyone's wearing Brady jerseys, and like I had a burrito, and I just like, I love Tom Brady now.
I love it.
It's crazy.
Seriously, man, once again, shout out to you for coming on the pod, dude. It was an absolute honor, bro.
Heck yeah,
I feel like I could talk to you for for hours.
We could just keep it going. Yeah.
You are the man, bro.
Thank you guys.
Seriously.
Thank you guys.
Shout out, Joey. Do you have anything else to add before we get out of here?
I got nothing else. I just want to thank you for coming on here.
Heck
I mean,
yeah,
I've
guys.
been looking at your content for a while. It's great. You do a lot of great things. You
Hell yeah.
have a lot of amazing pictures. So thank you for
guys.
coming on here.
Bro is crushing it.
Appreciate
no doubt.
you guys.
I'd
I'd love to do it again one day.
All the certified OGs, make sure you go and follow Aaron Berkshire. Also, shout out to everyone that's made it to this point in the episode. If you guys enjoyed this episode, make sure you drop a like, drop a comment, drop a follow, drop a subscribe, whatever you got to drop.
The ball.
If you guys
don't drop the ball.
Yeah, don't drop the ball, especially if you're a Jags player.
Just hit the like button.
Yep.
Yeah, I love it.
Listen to our conversation. It was pretty good.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you coming on, man, for real. It was an absolute honor. And if you guys are looking for more content, you guys know that OG Sessions Patreon, that shit is popping off. That's going to be patreon.com/OG Sessions. Choose a membership package that's right for you and start watching these secret sessions, man.
And get this episode early.
You get this episode 2 days early. My brother.
Nice.
And 100% ad-free. Just shout out to everyone that's been, pushing us on Patreon, man. We've been dropping great content over there for you guys. Also, we have a huge announcement coming up. By the time this episode comes out, it will either be up or it will be happening
Very close.
very soon. So you guys stay tuned for that. Shout out to all the certified OGs that have been rocking with us, man. But until next time, boys, we are out.
Peace.